Hours away from day 2 of testimony from leaders with Boeing and the company that manufactured the door plug that blew off at an Alaska Airlines plane some 16,000 feet in the sky. Day 1 crew testimony outlining chaos and panic 16,000 feet in the sky as that door simply vanished. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey joins us now live. So, Tom, what can we expect from the hearing today?
Hey, good morning, Anna. Well, just about 90 minutes or so, a second day of testimony continues with leaders from Boeing as well as the company that manufactured that door plug on the Alaska Airlines flight, that door plug that blew off 16,000 feet in the sky. The second day of hearings comes as the head of the NTSB says the safety culture at Boeing needs a lot of changes after thousands of investigative documents were released showing what exactly happened in the cockpit of that plane, as well as giving us a glimpse into some of the behind-the-scenes work experience working at Boeing. Let's get right to it. Again, these excerpts you're going to see were part of thousands of pages that were released as part of this investigation. During an interview with the NTSB, one Boeing worker described as assembler, installer, doors B said, quote, "As far as the workload, I feel like we were definitely trying to put out too much product. That's how mistakes are made. People try to work too fast. I can't speak for anybody else, but we were busy. We were working a lot." Another interview transcript involves a pilot who flew that Alaska Airlines plane when the door plug blew off, saying, quote, "It was an explosive experience. Really, the only thing that was going through my head was to get my oxygen mask on. That was it. After I did that, try and establish communications with the person whose name was redacted and get lower." Day 1 of this investigation, though, brought exhaustive details about manufacturing of planes, as well as quality control and safety procedures. Both Boeing and Spirit AeroSystems, which manufactured the door plug, defended their company procedures. But according to the NTSB preliminary investigation, during the flight back in January, 4 restraining bolts meant to secure the door plug were missing at the time of the flight. Miraculously, after the door plug blew off, no one died and the plane safely landed. The chairwoman of the NTSB saying, "Details that emerged from interviews during the investigation show big changes must be made within Boeing."
The safety culture needs a lot of work. It is not there from the evidence itself, from what you see in the interviews. There's not a lot of trust. There's a lot of distrust within the workforce and the management. That has a role. And then, of course, FAA has an important role to ensure oversight.
And Anna, it's interesting to note that actual door plug that flew off the Alaska Airlines flight sits behind those closed doors on display here at the NTSB building. Day 2 testimony expected to be 10 hours long, and it's really going to focus on the 737 MAX 9 production and changes made after that Alaska Airlines incident. Anna?
Thank you so much, Tom, for following it so closely. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.